Well, nothing could possibly go wrong. Well, you're like, oh, you said the line too. That's the thing, especially when you're camping for the night.
Right.
You never say that line because you're going to be the first one to get attacked.
I think one of the blurgs said Macbeth.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, hey, Internet. It's Paul, it's Matt, the Dork Lords. We're here talking about The Mandalorian. Season 1, Episode 7, the penultimate episode of the season,
Ooh.
The Reckoning. All right, this is a cool episode. A lot happened. It's like get the gang together.
Sure.
Go do the thing. And then we finish on a cliffhanger, which I assume will lead right into the last episode. Basically, we we're going to recap this. That's what this does. Okay. Mandalorian gets one of the little hologram calls from Carl Weathers, Greek Karga, who says, hey, by the way, you know what? I know you thought I was dead. I'm not.
No.
But, if you're getting this, you're alive, so let's just call it even.
Yep, that's it. Yeah.
That's awfully nice.
That's how it works.
That's awfully nice. So he says, bygones be bygones. That client guy, Werner Herzog, he's still here in Navarro, he's making problems for me and my guild.
Yes.
I want you to come out and take him out. I'll pay you a bunch. Plus, I'll call off the bounty that's happening.
That's all.
You're going to get hunters chasing after Baby Yoda. You want that to happen?
Keep the kid.
Keep the kid.
Yeah.
For all we care.
I don't care.
All right. That sounds like a trap. It's a trap.
Yeah.
Also, Mandalorian figures it's a trap too because he goes and rounds up friends. I think he would have just gone straight there if he didn't.
I guess,
suspect.
but yeah.
He's still a little trusting. Agreed.
Yeah.
But he decides he's gonna, get the gang together.
It's like at least I can get all my friends killed too.
Yeah, let's have them all killed together. Yeah. But what I do like about this is it does bring. It brings a little meaning to some of these prior episodes.
Sure.
We met Nick Nolte.
We did.
Before, and now we're bringing him back.
Here he is.
The character. We met Cara Dune, and we saw how they met, and now she's coming to help out. So I actually do appreciate that.
We met his beasts of burden, the little...
the blurgs.
The blurgs. We met them before, and then they get eaten.
And then they get eaten. On that, well, all right, put a pin in that, because that's a note... The blurgs, in particular, reminded me of another show, and so I thought, oh, that's interesting.
Wow.
But okay, we'll come back to that. All right, so
Downton Abbey
gets Cara Dune.
Yeah.
Yes, it reminds me a lot of Downton Abbey. This show is exactly like that. Cara Dune, we see her fighting in some arena.
Sure. With a little tether.
Yeah, it's like a wee. I don't know how that thing worked exactly, but I guess they couldn't be too far apart.
Sure. There you go. Can't run away.
So if you had like ranged attacks. Yeah, that's not the fight for you.
Yeah.
You got to stay in close. So she's having a good life, just beating people up.
That's all.
Actually, she's fighting. The guy she's fighting is of the same race as Darth Maul.
Ah, that's good.
He just didn't have the tattoos.
Oh, he wasn't tatted up.
He had a little crown of horn.
Maybe you gotta get a couple of arena fights out of the way before you can get tatted up.
You gotta win one of the electric tether fights. So. She's like, yeah, no, my life's good. I'm beating up Darth Maul's.
Yep.
I'm good. And he's like, you get to kill an Imperial. She's like, sign me up.
Yep.
So she's got it in for the Empire.
Yes, she does.
So she's on board. They call her a dropper at one point, which I guess is just like the slang for these shock troopers that would go around and assassinate former Imperial officers. She's got the tattoo to show it, so she has to like hide it. It's like if you walk around in an Imperial, they're gonna be like you.
It's just like Clark Kent's glasses. Just cover it right up. You never know what's going on.
What is it?
Where is she? Is she Imperial?
Yeah, is she an accountant?
Yeah,
I don't know. So they go to Nick Nolte. Once again, he's already told him, look, my life's fine. I don't want no trouble.
Nope.
But he, in the meantime, went back to the site of the destruction.
Yes.
And revived IG-11.
Yes, he did a Miyagi on him.
Yeah. And that's a surprise to Mandalorian when he sees IG-11 walk in with some cups.
He's like, oh, whoa.
What's up? He's like, no. We see a montage of IG-11 being retrained basically fixed him up, reprogrammed him, and then is like training him to be good, and not killer son.
Nope, not
because last time we saw him, he was about to kill Baby Yoda, and that's what Mandalorian is particularly worried about. Sure. Plus, he's just biased. He's a bigot against droids.
Sure.
And there's an important line there where Queel says something to the effect of, droids are neither good nor bad.
Yeah,
they're just a product of their upbringing. Mm-hmm. And so it's. I mean, obviously, this is a
droids don't kill people. People kill people.
People kill droids. So that can be a reference to, Baby Yoda.
You could.
How Baby Yoda is raised will determine whether Baby Yoda is good or bad.
Why not? Sure.
And also the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
The Mandalorian is neither necessarily good nor evil to start. It's how they are. His code and his way of life is from his upbringing.
Teach your children well.
Right. Kumbaya. I should mention that during this time we get some Baby Yoda-age. One is that he attempts to steer the ship.
Yes.
And that's what makes him go to Nick Nolte.
Yeah.
Because he's like, wee! It doesn't seem like he has an intention like, I'm going to take us to a planet.
Definitely
I think he's just playing with the controls.
Yep.
And so they're like, we need a babysitter.
Yep.
Let's get Nick Nolte.
Yep.
So but the thing that's the real shocker is right after that. By the way, Nick Nolte says, I'll go. I'm taking IG-11 with me. Not for payment, just because we want to do what's right for the kid. But I'm bringing my blurgs. And it's like, what? So the blurgs go on the ship. So, doing the arm wrestling, as you do in hero like mercenary movies.
Yes.
I'm picturing Carl Weathers actually doing that with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Dutch. Anyway, so they do the and misinterpreted by Mr. Baby Yoda.
Yes, right.
Baby Yoda's like, oh my God, Cara Dune is trying to kill Mandalorian's arm.
Sure.
So starts doing a force choke.
Yes.
Woo! All right then. We're into new territory here. That's a Sith ability.
Yeah. But I don't know why the Mandalorian. Probably should take Baby Yoda to Vegas.
That's right. It becomes Rain Man. Yeah. Is what it does.
I don't know if you got the good luck.
Wapner. Must watch Wapner. So Baby Yoda force chokes Cara until Mandalorian kind of. I think the double take. You see the helmet go.
Yes.
What? No. He picks him up. It's like she's fine. Don't. Yes. He doesn't do this, but because he'd probably get force choked too.
That's true.
You're one slap away from getting force.
Why, you little?
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't Homer Simpson him. This moment is a little odd because nobody seems to get why Baby Yoda's doing it. Now, actually, Queel starts to say like, "Oh, this does remind me of something." Before he talks, they kind of change the subject.
Sure.
So maybe he's got an idea. But you would think Cara Dune, in particular, would have an idea because she fought. I think she even said she was maybe on the Battle of Endor or whatever. Like they would have to know, like, hey, we're being led by Luke Skywalker, and he uses the Force. I don't know. It would seem like...
Well, okay, so, but by the time when we first meet Yoda, he's off on a planet. And
I agree that prior to the events,
Luke Skywalker only knew about him because Ben Kenobi, the Force Ghost, told him about Yoda.
Well, sure. I'm just saying, I would think she would know about Luke Skywalker and probably about Darth Vader.
So that didn't tell you anything about Yoda?
Not Yoda characters, but just the fact that people can use the Force. It seemed like they're like Force.
Right,
what's that?
That's true.
That's all. But maybe you're right. Maybe it's just like, what kind of babies can't use the Force? Maybe, but I didn't hear that part.
You're right.
They should have had babies can't use the Force.
Yeah, no one even said the word Force.
Correct.
In this whole series.
Correct. And maybe it's just because it was so rare that they didn't actually even know that people like Luke Skywalker was using the Force. They're just like, oh, he's our hero. We will follow him. But
sure.
I don't know that he's magic, man. In any case,
follow him.
We get the idea for the destructive, perhaps, capabilities of one Baby Yoda, which is also maybe why people might be interested in it.
Not a choking.
So they go to the planet Navarro. They land. Karga's waiting for him with his backup.
Yep.
And they're like, you know what? We had to land this far out to be safe, so now we're going to walk into town.
Yep.
but that means we're going to have to camp for the night.
Mm.
All right. There's in any story, any of these like journey stories.
Yes.
There's 2 times when terrible things are going to happen.
Uh-oh.
One is, let's camp for the night.
Sure.
Something bad isn't happening.
Right.
The other one is, oh, look, it's a bridge.
Oh.
Now, they didn't have a bridge in this episode, but anytime you come to a bridge or you rest for the night, someone's not going to survive. Someone's not getting to the end of that bridge. Someone's not going to wake up the next day. So in this case, it's the blurgs.
Yes.
The blurgs get...
They don't... 2 of the 2 out of 3, I think, ain't bad.
Yeah, yeah. Plus, those things got to be heavy.
I would think,
those things got to be...
kind of...
1,000 pounds, maybe?
Yeah, who knows? And yeah, I know, but
they were flown away by these wyvern type creatures.
Yep.
I don't know. In the process, of course, it was great too. Greef Karga does the whole thing of like, well, nothing could possibly go wrong. Well, you're like, oh, you said the line too. That's the thing, especially when you're camping for the night.
Right.
You never say that line. Because you're going to be the first one to get attacked.
I think one of the blurgs said Macbeth.
Yeah, exactly. So, yes, he gets clawed by these creatures and poisoned.
Mm.
He's on death's door.
Yes, he is. He's going to die.
Baby Yoda steps up, does force healing, which we have not seen in the movies until now.
Right.
We might be seeing it for episode 9, as far as I know, but I have not seen that yet. Paul has, but he's not going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it next week.
That's right. I'm not going to talk about it.
Okay.
I don't know. What is the answer to that question? That is a very good question.
Paul knows and he won't tell.
That's right.
He's a dick. All right. Anyway. All right. So, force heal. Great. So we saw him do something evil.
Yes.
And now something good.
There you
go. We
go.
saw his capacity for both.
That's right.
So, as a result of that, Carl Weathers is like, you know what? I was supposed to screw you guys over, but instead I'll shoot my minions.
Yep.
And I'm all in with you guys. You know. And so their plan is to
kill the client.
We'll kill the client still, but put Mandalorian in chains.
Yep.
Walk him in like, hey, we captured the Mandalorian.
Here he is.
And we have the baby, which is in floaty, levitating bassinet. Don't open it, please. So that's the plan. They walk him into town. There's a little scene where, I'm glad they did this scene where the one guy, it's the scout trooper, is like, hey, I'll give you 20 credits for the helmet. Because they've imprisoned this guy who's still got a full suit of armor on. You think you might remove that once you've imprisoned
You might,
the guy.
yes, just like the supervillains and everything. Like, take out the mask. No, come on, there's
no.
a code.
Oh yeah, he's practically bulletproof and laser proof and everything. But nah, it's fine. Anyway, but they at least threw that out there of like, hey, I'll take the helmet. And Carl Weathers like, hey, I'm gonna put this on my wall, you know. So I deflected your attempt
that's right.
to remove this helmet.
There you go.
The ruse works. They get in to see the client. My favorite line from the client was the thing where he's like, would you care for a libation to celebrate the end of our shared narrative? I was like, is this meta? Wait, is this... Because he does die about a minute later, so I realize I am no longer useful to this story. He talks again about how Mandalore, they resisted the Empire, and it's a shame, and, you know, hey, are they any better off?
No.
If they'd just been under the Empire, they would have had peace,
sure,
and prosperity, and
there
the roads
go.
would be fixed.
That's right.
But no,
the trains will run on time.
That's right. And so in the middle of then he says, I want to see the baby, which of course he would.
Yeah, he would.
That's the whole
Why not
point.
see the whole point there? And he's like, oh, can't wake the baby.
Yeah, the baby sleeping is Carl Weathers' comeback to this. Now, there is a very convenient phone call that happens, or hologram call.
Yes.
But what happens if there's no call?
Right.
They have to start fighting then, right?
I would think, yes.
And at that moment, Mandalorian is still bound and has no weapon.
Right.
Now, of course, he's got his gadgets. He could probably... It's very true. You know the Mandalorian's got, like, flamethrowers.
Oh, yeah,
Some of that,
yeah.
like, again, why does he have a suit of armor on? It is a built-in weapon. But anyway, I'm not sure what the plan was in that moment other than kid sleeping, he can't open it. But they don't need the plan. It's fine. Because this call comes in, and the client talks to, I believe, is it Moff Gideon?
Okay.
I believe is our Esposito character. It's like, oh, the baby is sleeping, and Moff Gideon's like, think again, and then
Yep.
It's terrible from Moff Gideon's standpoint. It's terrible because he kills everyone except the good guys.
Yes.
The good guys are the only people that survive. They get behind some tables. I'm like, isn't there like a stormtrooper?
He knows those guys. You know, he knows who he's hired. He doesn't want to talk to them.
He's like, just kill that
you
guy.
People.
And kill the bartender.
Yes.
So mows him down, and now it turns out there's like a practical regiment.
Yes.
There's a battalion of stormtroopers and death troopers that are hanging out.
Again, I felt like Butch Cassidy again.
Was very Butch Cassidy-like. I agree.
Yeah, it's like first episode, this episode.
Are they gonna run out and then we'll just freeze? The only one thing about that always interested me is the end of Butch Cassidy. They run out and they freeze.
Yes.
And then you just keep hearing gunshots.
Yes.
Like, who's shooting after? Like, in other words, bada 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 bada. The two guys fall down.
My impression
There's somebody else going. Bada bada.
Yeah.
Like,
right. No, my impression was like, bada 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 bada. Shoot him again.
Yeah.
Bada 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 bada.
And
shoot him again.
So they do. Bada 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 bada. That's probably not the way this is going to end. But maybe. I don't know. Probably
maybe.
not.
You're right.
Moff Gideon comes down in the cool TIE fighter that like folds its wings, like looks all neat. He gives his very villainous type speech. Yo, you think you know what you have, but you don't.
You don't know what you have.
I will have it now.
Yes.
So very much interested in this kid. He says something like, you don't know how important it is to me, or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
In those contexts.
That's weird.
Which was a very personal thing, which I'll come back to in a second, because I think I have a new-ish theory on maybe why he wants the kid. But, okay, so that's happening. But meanwhile, before they went in to pretend to do their ruse, they sent Nick Nolte back to the ship.
They did.
With Baby Yoda.
Go.
On the ship is IG-11.
Yes.
Who's serving drinks still. They had the montage of him trying to break ceramic pots. Any case, Nick Nolte, on his way back, Mandalorian calls in, a little calm.
Yes.
Hey, Nick Nolte, have you gotten back to the ship yet? Because we've been found out. Well, little scout troopers are like listening in. They now realize where Baby Yoda is. Start heading there. It's kind of a tense scene.
Yep.
They're much faster than a blur.
Oh yeah, I would think.
Even a trotting blur.
Yes.
And so they're like,
that'll show him.
Oh, they're catching up. Oh, but there's a ship and it's getting really close, and maybe you'll get on the ship. He's not gonna get on the ship. Oh, he didn't get on the ship.
Yeah.
So
just think if when he was on his on the planet when they said, okay, we want you to come with us, he was like, all right, we got to take our land speeders.
That's right. This they could have ended the whole thing right here.
Yeah, like whoops, so we never caught him.
Instead, it appears that Quill is dead. He's lying motionless on the ground. Baby Yoda was lying on the ground as well.
True.
And Scout Trooper comes up, grabs him up.
Yes.
In one motion and zips off.
Does.
The gangplank is down on the ship, the Razor Crest. So we can assume that IG-11 is maybe watching this, or is like, what? And that's where we leave off.
Right.
So it's going to,
stay tuned next week.
Right, stay tuned. Okay, so a couple of things. One, on what Moff Gideon maybe wants out of the kid. Now, we've been assuming that he wants some kind of, be able to take
genetic material or whatever.
Force powers, maybe give them
to
his army or something.
Yeah, himself.
But the way that, the way he said, like, it's important to me, I'm wondering if maybe,
I
don't think this is revolutionary, but maybe it has nothing to do with force powers.
Oh.
Maybe it's just, this race lives so freaking long. If we took he may not even know that it has the force. Maybe it's, these things are 50 years old and they're still infants.
Yes.
I want to live 900 years. Put the little code and then I get to live
for
freaking ever.
Why not?
So maybe it's like an immortality.
That's interesting.
As opposed to I want to use the force.
Yes.
That the force is just incidental.
Ponce de Leon.
Yeah.
And the, what is it, elixir of...
The Fountain of Youth.
Fountain of Youth, there you go.
He's Fountain of Youthing Baby Yoda, perhaps.
Maybe.
Just the way that phrase in particular, as opposed to us or the army, or it was like me. I was like, what
Yes.
would he really get out of this?
Yes.
Sure, he could. I want force powers too, but anyway, I don't know. It seems like that's what I'm going with. I'm going with the
Okay.
idea that
All
maybe it's more immortality thing, and the force thing is a side quality of the race of Yodas. The other thing was when the Blurgs get loaded on the ship,
Oh.
and he's collected a team. So there's two things. One,
Yes.
he collects a team.
Yes.
Kara,
Yes.
Nick Nolte,
Yes.
IG-11,
Sure.
and then he puts the Blurgs. It reminded me a lot.
The Bremerton musicians.
Yes.
Ah.
Of Firefly.
Oh.
So you've got a gang of misfits
Sure.
that kind of do
Yeah.
somewhat semi-legal stuff,
On some area that's very last chancey,
and it feels very Western. I mean, that
yes,
was definitely
yes,
in a Western type thing.
What is it? The Lost Cause is what I was looking for.
Oh, very good. Lost Cause, right? And it just reminded me of the bit where they did cattle rustling, and they had a bunch of cows on the ship on the Serenity. And then you put the idea of Baby Yoda as kind of like
Sure.
River.
He's kind of like the
Like,
cow. No.
we have this incredibly powerful, but
Oh, yes.
almost infantile person.
Yes.
That,
Someone
that the big baddies
right,
want.
right, yes.
And is actually really powerful
Yes,
in their own way.
yes,
It's
yes.
kind of Baby Yoda.
Oh, okay.
And so,
Who's the brother? Nick Nolte?
Nick, well, he's dead now. But, so anyway, man, I could write an essay and then maybe try to.
Which one's the prostitute?
Yeah, I don't, damn it! This isn't working. Okay, they don't have enough characters yet. They're getting them.
Okay, yeah, they'll
They're
get that
pulling them
character.
together.
They'll get that character.
So Mal is the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
The Mandalorian.
Okay, interesting.
No, anyway, I think there's the Western feel too. Obviously, really plays into that. But
Sure.
any case, for what it's worth.
Sure. I liked that we saw, the sort of reintroduction of the story. I mean, it was fine that, or at least we saw some of these characters again.
Yes.
So that was good.
I think that's very good.
And I'm hoping that we'll get more than an idea of, what's going to happen, why the Yoda exists, why, not just the resolution of the part with the Moff guy.
Also, I think it's not a done deal, but I feel like most likely that was Moff Gideon we did see. I think we saw Esposito back with Ming Na.
Right, but...
He's got the cape.
Sure.
Got the boots.
Sure.
Plus the fact that he showed up here
Right.
means he does his own stuff.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's not like he's like, oh, I'll sit back in a Star Destroyer and
Sure.
send people. No, he's like, on the ground. I want the thing.
That's true.
So anyway, that's probably him.
Cool.
Anyway, there you go, everybody.
There you go.
We'll be back next week. Of course, Christmas. We're going to be a little
That's
shorter
true.
week.
Yeah, that's
but
right.
We're going to
be
try to
missing
fit
some
in
days.
talking about episode 9. And we're going to be talking about Mandalorian. And of course,
The end of Mr. Robot.
Mr. Robot.
That's right.
So come on back for those things.
Yes.
Bye, everybody.